3. On the Migratory Advisory Council of the UK, impact of tighter controls, we have the privilege of having our key presenter as Gagan Sabharwal, who is Director of Global Trade at NASSCOM since 2008. He's bringing over 20 years of experience, and the majority of that's been in the IT BPO area. He works closely with the governments outside of India, helping improve the relationships and break down the barriers to help growth in the host markets. And we're looking forward to hearing from you. Come on up, if you will, Gagan. Thank you. And we have Kiran SN, who was also previously introduced, and Anuj Sarang, who's also been on a panel earlier. So come on up and take your places, gentlemen, and I leave you the time, Gagan. It's great. Great to see you again. Yeah. When do you want
it? It's great to be here. My congratulations to Umesh and his team for a great turnout. Good to see you, Nayak. Well, I hope that you've had the opportunity of absorbing, developments of last couple of days. Donald Trump become president of the United States, and you also probably had a chance to get your change for 500 rupees notes and 1,000 rupees notes. It's an extremely challenging affair, trust me on this. And I have not been that lucky for last couple of days, so I'm living on credit card as far as possible. But I guess we're running a little late, so let's get on with the business. Even though I'm presenting, but my co-panelists are actually more knowledgeable than I am on many of these things. But it just happened that Kusum suggested that I present the policy side of things, what the government in London and Brussels are thinking about this issue, because this is a key issue. So let me just get on with the business. Well, this particular statement, I guess all of you would agree with me, is an understatement of the decade. We all know about this, but I guess the key thing that I would want to highlight over here is, and you would have heard about this in last 1.5 days in this conference, every country on this planet Earth wants to do free trade. Every head of the state that you hear has always been talking about free trade across global economies. But here you are, almost 250 of you sitting here debating of various geographies. How do you negotiate the maze that some of these countries have now thrown open as far as allowing visa people or tech professionals, especially from India, to come and work in their geographies. So this is what we do day in and day out at NASSCOM, specifically in our team, in negotiating this kind of dichotomy that you see today, that where everybody's talking about free trade and how important and how good thing it is for everyone. But when it comes to allowing people to come and work, especially on the technology side, I guess there's a lot of reservation, and there's a lot of undercurrent going on, and it's not just US or UK or Europe, for instance, it's across the globe at the moment. And the bad part and the sad part is we only expect this activism to be heightened in the near future, or maybe in the distant future as well, because some would argue that this is protectionism, and that's the theme that we argue about, that this is nothing but protectionism. You can't have free flow of goods and curtail the movement of people coming in for work. This is simply trade protectionism. But as you understand, and as you would agree with me, services is a different ballgame altogether. You can say, okay, I have this much of quota and I allow these many people to come in, but you can put in many other levers.